someone listening to this is absolutely scared shitless of approaching a girl.
Yeah.
So whenever, he sees a hot girl, he feels that urge to approach, but what happens is his heart just starts racing. He doesn't know what to say. He doesn't know what to do. What do we do?
Mm, mm. You know, there is a degree of this to working your way up to that, right? And what I notice sometimes is I'll hop on calls with guys, and a lot of guys have trouble just making eye contact with people in general, right? So I always say that the first step is to practice eye contact with guys and with girls as well too, as you're going about your day, right? Like sometimes I'll talk to guys and they're kind of, you know, yeah, so yeah, like I kind of have trouble talking to girls, and and it's just like, they need to practice that eye contact first, right? But as I said before, it's like, if you want to get better at approaching girls, you got to get better at approaching strangers,
Hmm.
right? So just go up. Okay. This ultimately, again, is going to fuck you over a lot more times than it's not, right? So I would recommend just putting your phone in your pocket, being present, smiling, waving at people, trying to make people's days better, right? And just getting other people out of their head, right? Because when people are worried about what others are gonna think, guys or girls, how is this gonna come across? They're too in their head, you know? And the best way to get out of your head is to talk and interact with others, right? So that would be something I would recommend. Just practicing making conversations with strangers an everyday part of your life, right? And it doesn't have to be an extensive conversation. You can just go up and say hi, smile at somebody, right? Compliment guys on their sweaters, on their jacket, and then they can work their way up to, just asking for directions, right? Saying hi to a girl. How's it going? Right? Hi. If they've never done that before, that's already a win. Not expecting anything, not being outcome dependent, right? And then there also is a degree of this too, where it's like sometimes you might go up and approach somebody. They've had a bad day. Their dog just died. Their grandma's in the hospital. You don't know what that person is going through, right? So just because you go up and say hi and they give you like a snark, right? Who gives a shit, right? You're just going out, and the purpose of you doing that is just to make people's days better, right? To put a smile on somebody's face,
Hmm.
right? So that's something that I would recommend doing, is just interacting with the world, training yourself to be present and not on your phone when you're walking around. And by doing that, you can train yourself to observe situations that you're in, observe things, articles of clothing girls are wearing, how they're carrying themselves, what they're doing, how they walk, how they move. So you can comment on that, right? A lot of times people are so in their heads or they're on their phones and they're not really paying attention. And then they're stifled, right? They're just, stuck in their heads again, right? So to sum that up, interact with the world, get better at approaching strangers, walk around, be present, train yourself to observe, and then, just practice making eye contact with people,
Hmm.
and progressively get better each time you go out.